Clash Royale.
One queen in their mind, and that's the awesome band's queen for sure.
Or the significant other in their life, Brendan.
That's true. Or, you know, the Queen of England could be. That works out too. Guys, we're going to jump into New Gettysburg for game number 2. Darkman, he was looking so focused when he came into the booth today. I think I made the wrong prediction. I don't know, man. He's looking so solid today.
Yeah, I think the TL article had Dark 3-2 over TY, but let's find out as we get into game number 2.
Welcome to New Gettysburg. Down in the bottom right, the Zerg God from SK Telecom T1 pausing the game. It is Dark.
So powerful, he can stop the flow of time.
Stop time, man.
Yeah, that's the real power right there. He just needs a little bit of extra time to chill out. He's like, no, I can't handle all of my power right now. I've got to chill out and slow it down.
He's like, yeah, I need to give TY some more time to rest so he can actually give me a challenge in game number 2.
He's like, no, sorry, referees. I actually saw the future of my victory. That's not entirely honest.
It's not fair.
No way, man. I mean, that game number 1 definitely didn't look fair. As much as people might, make comments about the strength of chitinous plating or ultralisks like that in game 1, the Zerg only gets to that point if your harassment just lets them sort of grow uncontrolled. And when it didn't work out for TY, he had to sort of retreat, recoil, back behind those walls, and make lots and lots of bio, which didn't work out against those ultras.
You can see TY not looking too happy about this. Hello, welcome to the studio.
Hello, random person from another country. Nice to have you guys down here. Nice to have us here on camera
looks
now.
like we're actually going to restart the game. Not sure what the problem is at the moment, but we're just going to have to restart that. It's all good. We can wait a little bit.
It reminds me a lot of my last relationship. Not sure what the problem is, but we're just going to go ahead and restart things here. So hopefully we will be able to load back into the game. One of the beautiful features of Blizzard's client.
Yeah. Thank you, Blizzard, for creating this great game and the replay or load from replay function. Although this time it looks like we're actually fully restarting the game.
Because I'm pretty sure the replay would be like 1 second long.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter.
It's like, no, guys, we have to load in from that particular game.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's got to be that game.
It's like they're going to get different spawns next time. Oh, wait, it's a 2-player map. And then somehow you still get a different spawn, and you're like,
I spawned at the gold base at the top. What's going on? This is not okay.
This is not Wings of Liberty. You don't float your base to the gold this time. I mean, you can.
Oh, boy.
It's just a really long trip on this map.
Habitation Station was a fun map.
It was Metalopolis, too. People used to do that on. I'm like, no, man, that's not a good strat. They also used to float their command setters into the enemy base and build planetaries.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun one.
That was the real strat.
On Scrap Station,
yeah,
right?
Man, Scrap Station.
Floated on over.
We're getting the old school memories coming out here. If you guys have any memories you want to share with us, you can do so on Twitter. At SPOTV_games, I think the Twitter for SPO.
Wonder why they had to put the underscore in there. Was there a different SPOTV games?
Yeah, it actually used to be at SPOTV Games 1, as opposed to the other SPOTV Games channel. We're not that popular yet, but we do have a SPOTV account you can tweet at. Let us know your predictions. If you have predictions. If you don't make some, let us know.
What you're thinking about the matches. Who do you think is going to take this one, Dark versus TY? I mean, it's kind of unfair now that Dark has won the first game. You got a little bit of an advantage. All you Dark voters are going to be like, no, I knew from the beginning. I'm like, I'm not so sure. Also, we got Stats versus Classic coming up for game number 2, matchup number 2 of today.
Here tonight.
Yeah.
You can predict which one of us is more handsome.
Predict?
That's
I don't think they need to predict that.
It's also not a very
like, who's
going
to be more handsome in 20 years, maybe? Then they can predict that one.
Okay.
We can follow up in 20 years.
We're going to take a commercial break, and you guys can predict who's going to be more handsome after that. Well, actually, the players taking off their headsets in the booths. Apparently, that start game button is the hardest button in the world to press. Unlike
looks
Brett.
like they're doing it now.
Okay.
They're-
All right.
Oh,
well,
I
no.
actually left the game. Oops.
Highly
my keyboard
unfortunate
did it,
there.
I swear. It wasn't me. Okay, I'm
we're
in
back.
Here. It's okay. It's okay. Guys,
Okay.
it's okay. I'm
Third
going to have
time's
my
the
Observer
charm.
PC for this game. Yeah.
Okay, well now everybody is ready, and this should herald the coming of our second game in the series. It feels like our third. I guess technically it is our third. We're just restarting the second one all over again. As we load in, you guys will be loading in along with us.
We're all loading into this game rapid. We're
All
becoming
together.
one with the StarCraft.
If your parents are telling you that you're not being social, tell them you're all loading in together with thousands
Tell
of
them you're
people
on
over the
Twitch
internet.
chat. Come on. You're
they
on
don't
Twitch chat. You're
understand
typing
that-
with people. All those other people.
Are you guys in a chat room? Chat rooms are bad, Brandon.
Man, it's at least it's not AOL or
God.
any
Those
of
were the
those
days, man.
Yeah, AOL chat rooms.
If you guys want to hit up Brendan on AOL, it's at SSL Caster69.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, here we go. Finally, back into the game. We actually get to cast some StarCraft, Brendan.
Here we go. We're going to introduce our players again. Down at the bottom right, the Zerg player, it is Dark from SK Telecom TY. Says he's, the best Zerg Dark. Please show us your power today. And fighting.
All right, well, down here in the lower left-hand corner of New Gettysburg, in the blue, as the Terran player, it's TY.
Seems two Zergs. At least two Zergs made it, so I'm going to cheer for TY.
Oh, so there's apparently a dirty Zerg hater out there that's like, well, two Zergs managed to make it to the round of 8. That's way too many, so they're cheering for TY to exterminate them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got to get rid of all those alien bugs out of our tournament for sure.
Man, I woke up in the middle of the night and there was had an uncomfortable encounter with an alien bug. But let's just say that much like if TY wins, there will be one less alien bug in the world. So here we go. Expansion coming up once again after pool, so not going for those super sick early starts. And a barracks first for TY as well.
Before we get into this game, you watched Stranger Things, right?
I did.
Okay. I just need to make sure.
Yeah, this game is like the continuation. If you guys were mad that show was over, this is what happens to the larva that goes down the drain. They turn into the Zerg powerhouse that is Dark.
Spoilers!
Oh yeah, guys. Sorry, I spoiled the next season.
No, it's all good.
I'm not even sure there's going to be another season. That would be the
I think
true
they already
sadness.
announced that there is going to be one, in
Okay,
fact. So
well.
you guys have something to look forward to, but you can watch StarCraft in the meantime.
I was going to say, much like our second series, which I am looking forward to. But before we get there, we have to talk about this game here. Nothing too crazy going on. It's pretty much the same starts for both players, although on a different map that can offer many different strategies. That's my expert analysis.
Yep.
Different maps have different strategies.
Maps. You can do different things on different maps. You can do different things on the same map too, actually. So even though we've seen a different Terran do a different build on this map, we're probably going to be seeing something different out of TY.
Yeah, if you guys
there we go. That's the analysis for this game.
If you guys are playing StarCraft with your girlfriends and she tells you she wants to experiment, just assume that she means trying different builds on maps like this. However, neither of these players very into experimenting, as they will be going for the same builds as last time.
Look at this from, let's take a look at this first.
Yeah, man.
The guy on the right is like, what's that?
KT, the only team whose victories you can literally feel.
You can feel the victory.
I can feel it all the way from over here, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, TY does have to win a game first before we get to that.
Okay, well, yeah. I haven't felt the victory just yet.
Look at the build that TY is going for. He's going for 3 racks very early on, and I like it. I mean, this map, it does have a decently short rush distance by the bridge, but it's not easy to get all your units over the bridge. So generally, if you want to be safe, you have to go all the way around, just like these Zerglings. And, TY saying, I'm going to go greedy economically. I'm going to try to get these 3 bases up very fast. And there's not much that Dark can do about it.
Yeah, and that's always the struggle of the Terran, is you have to pressure the Zerg. If you just let the Zerg grow unchecked, you kind of face this Sauron Zerg style where you just actually expand everywhere, and the Terran has trouble getting out to go deal with all of that. So TY a little bit slow on either applying any early pressure, and now you've just got Overlords with free reign over the base. Of course, this one will probably be safe now that speed has been upgraded, but still not a whole lot of pressure on Dark, and we all saw what happened when he doesn't feel enough pressure early on in game 1.
Dark really wanted to get the scout, and he does scout that 3rd CC, kind of what he was expecting. If you see this little units at this point in the game, you got to be like, something's going on.
Yeah, and 3 CCs versus Zerg is not a strat. Versus Protoss, yeah, you can do that. You get the 3rd orbital up. Even if you do lose a lot of workers to things like Oracle harassment, you're fine. But versus Zerg, no pressure means they can actually just do whatever they want, whenever they want. And we saw how good Dark was at repelling drops in game 1. We'll see if he's consistently good, and he already has Zerglings waiting for it.
He's got Zerglings here, not going for the heavy queen style this time around, just going to rely on some roaches. Some safe roaches. Don't worry, guys, he's not going for any kind of all-in or crazy builds here. Just going to sit back and just make enough to defend. I wouldn't be surprised if after seeing that 3rd CC, he gets a relatively faster 4th, too, because it's generally pretty easy to hold off any kind of pressure on this map.
Yeah,
because going from the Terran base all the way up to that 4th is a really long distance.
Yeah, man, that's a road trip. You do not want to make that without, you get your bags of snacks. You gotta make sure
Cheetos.
you full on gas. You gotta make sure you can get all the way over
your
there.
Baja Blast.
Oh my God, Baja Blast. Bringing back the memories.
Take a stop at Taco Bell on your way.
I actually took a stop at Taco Bell on my way just yesterday, Brendan.
Whoa.
It was a choice I infinitely regretted immediately following that, but hey, you gotta remind yourself why you don't do that more often. But either way, this game is much more of a slow macro fest here. Lots of upgrades coming in for TY, who's decided to only go for bio. No random mech in the beginning of the game just yet. And here comes that 4th base you were talking about earlier. Dark putting it down.
Yeah, throwing that down here, and you can see he's making roaches, but not really overcommitting to the roaches. At the same time, he is getting +1 to melee, so you can kind of predict what the transition is going to be here from Dark. He is going to try to go into those Ultralists once again. He just needs to make some units to stay safe at first. Oh, Widowmine gets out of there, scuttling its way away from the Zerg.
Like a spider.
War stories, man.
But we don't have those kind of mines anymore.
That Widowmine has seen stuff. He saw the bombs coming in, he's like, no, I'm out of here.
It's been in heavy shelling.
Yeah.
So if you guys are playing on New Gettysburg, you always want to try to burrow your Widow mines in those little craters across the map, because that way the burrow hole on the ground isn't visible anymore. But here we go, going forward on these Ravagers, starting to take a few of them out, but the Roaches do come up and should be able to deal with these medevacs as they... Okay, well actually the army just goes the opposite direction. And that 4th actually is going to go down if he doesn't go up there and stop it.
Looks like there's a drop in the main at the same... Oh, it's just a Liberator, but he's finally dealing with it now. At the same time, we do see this drop is cleaned up by the Roaches and the Ravagers.
That's how you know he's using that F2 key, man. You got to split the army and try to deal with everything. He does, and so everything right back to good for Dark. TY does have his 3rd base up, but I don't know if he's put on enough pressure, because, I mean, Ultra is going to be coming eventually. It actually looks like Spire Tech's going to be coming out in the meantime, so trying to get this 4th base down, but still unsuccessful on the harass.
Yeah, just poking a bit, seeing whatever damage he can get. You saw that Dark did move away. Dark actually commenting on the fact that TY is one of the best multitaskers in the world, and that is very true. I actually... I compared Thermal to TY because both of their multitasking is just so incredible and so fun to watch. We haven't really gotten to see too much of it just yet in the series, but just you wait, guys. We're going to have that TY multitasking coming in eventually.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that. One of the things that first brought TY to the forefront, oh, wow, a macro hatch in the main. It's you don't always see that, but... one of the things that first brought TY and his micro to the forefront when he was really establishing his claim to fame as one of the best Terrans out there was his double medevac tank drops. He used to have a lot of nice mine hit there at defending the top of this ramp. Ravagers will take that mine out, and TY still in control of his side of the map.
Yeah, just putting on some pressure. I love the fact that we see just 5 Corruptors. This is really going to shut down any kind of drops coming into the main. You can see that he keeps the majority of them down here 4, and he's got 1 at the top. It's just that small bit of extra pressure you can put onto the medevacs and try to force the Terran away and just, discourage any kind of drop play. And I think that's really good specifically against TY for what we were talking about. You know, his incredible drops, his multitasking. And so far, it's been working out.
It's like that Tumblr boyfriend post, his drops, his micro, him. Have you never seen that?
No, I've never seen that.
Somebody tweet that at Brendan, man. That is the most nauseating thing, but can definitely be applied to StarCraft as well. In fact, StarCraft, in the Day 9 Esports Manifesto, the chess of our time, able to relate it to so many things. I can relate my life for the last 2 days to those Marines sitting on the island just absolutely doing nothing. These guys are vegetables, man. They're chilling out, waiting to go back into the main.
Your league taking a bit of a break over there, so you're joining us for some StarCraft coming on over.
I mean, I always join you guys for StarCraft, even if it's just in the audience, like yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so we get a chance to finally see TY's big push out. I was like, no, the command center's under attack. One Zergling. A Zergling's got his work cut out for him. He's got to clock in for a 10-hour shift there. Might have.
He's actually dying to SCVs currently. He's just dying.
That's that
Poor
depression
guy.
right there. But okay, well here comes the big surge from the Zerg. Dark trying to push TY back. This is going to be a daunting task nonetheless, as there's plenty of bio out. We don't see the Ultra transition just yet, if I'm not mistaken. So,
as you say that, Ultralisk Cavern on the way.
Aha!
Right as you say it, it's the caster curse.
Me. I'm speaking too loud up there. They're going to hear me down there in their soundproof
through the
booth.
bulletproof glass that nobody can hear anything through.
Yeah.
And the headphones and the earbuds.
That is true. All right, well, another big surge. Zerg up here. Looks like the Banelings rolling in all over everything. And nice splits there in the back. Will TY have it up? Still a sizable amount of Marines alive, and TY holds.
Really nice hold there from TY. Great splits. He let the tanks do the damage and the tanking even as well, funny as it is.
It's almost
some of the
like
tanks
that's
in
what
the front,
they're named.
Yeah. A bunch of the Banelings actually ran into the tanks as they were getting shelled. You know, just great targeting and positioning there from TY to get his bio out of danger. Although, you know, the fact that they took that fight very far away from any base of Dark, and the fact that TY is playing this kind of bio tank style means that TY can't really jump on any bases after that. And this is what happens on this map, man. We just get these crazy macro games that go super long.
That is very true. Definitely should have saved that macro joke for now instead of using it in game one. But
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
A humor micro not on point. Okay, well, that Zergling actually having a little bit more success. So, like you said, Brendan, this map does get split in half a lot. It's traditionally very difficult for the Zerg players to take control of those island bases. Maybe easier for Terrans. If you guys got a chance to watch Taja yesterday, you know all about taking those island bases and how effective that can be. We'll see if those two command centers that have just now been built by TY get floated to other bases or just turned into planetaries.
You can see how, just forward-thinking TY is being right now. He's adding a ton of missile turrets. He's made a second starport for the extra Liberator production and the Ghost Academy. He knows this is going late, and he's preparing for it.
That is very true. However, Dark preparing for it as well. Chitinous plating, they're just now finished, and he's upgrading Carapace level 3 as well. Finally, Vipers, Infestors, and those late-game energy units starting to come out for Dark. He does have very strong Ultralisks out on the map right now. See how strong TY can hold against this next upcoming push. Sorry, Ultralisks. They're going to have a difficult time. No, you're too fat. Now we get to see if
where are the medevacs for this bio? They're all so red right now. One swipe of the Ultralisk Tusk is going to do a ton of damage. You see it happening there. Look at this huge Ling run by.
And tons of Banelings as well. The wall in shambles. Ghost will be able to clear up those Zerglings, but you need to get a big wall up to stop this upcoming push. Banelings are going to bust that wide open, although running your Banelings through there is maybe not the greatest. I guess he's just freeing up supply at this point, but Mike could have used those in a little bit of a better place. But yeah, just freeing up a bunch of supply. We'll be getting all of these Ultras out, and a Nidus network coming out as well.
Yeah, I mean, we said it before. This is going extreme late game. Right now, so basically both players getting all the techs they can. I would love to see TY begin to add in some Ravens even, you know, send in some of those mines to hit the Ultralisk. That would be kind of funny. That would, you know, be pretty effective as well. But it looks like he's going for Cloak instead for the Ghosts. Personal cloaking here.
Personal cloaking. Okay, once again, not the route you want to take with your forces there.
Look at that wall. What the hell?
He knows it's coming. Oh, and I guess he's building engineering bays here because they do build fastest out of all of the Terran units as far as the rate at which they gain HP. So just knows that he needs to get a big wall up and making sure that this is just not an option for Dark to counterattack.
Yeah, look at that wall. That's really impressive. One of those SCVs caught on the wrong side of the wall. And he's going to have to...
yeah, he's going to walk the long way back.
Yeah.
So lots of turrets coming up. We are just going late game here. Lots and lots of ghosts starting to come out. Turrets going absolutely everywhere. And this is where you start to talk about inevitability. Who gets the most minerals, the most units? And one thing about Zerg is that they do traditionally mine out more quickly. So we'll see whether or not this Nidus network is going to work out. There's a lot of... I don't even think TY has reacted to this yet. No, there's going to be Ultras in the base.
Ultras coming out as well as Lings. Nothing really to deal with the Liberators, but he's making another Nidus at the other base at the same time.
He had a burrowed Zergling there to scout that out, but there should be enough Ghosts to clean up these Ultras relatively effectively.
Ooh. TY shutting this down really, really nicely. He responds immediately to the Nidus in the main and the Nidus at the... what is that, the 6th or 7th base at this point, and get some units over there to snipe that down. There's another Nidus going down here, but TY is going to jump onto that right away as well.
Okay, this Nidus actually is going to have units spilling out. Ultras in the front lines that should be able to deal with this. The Liberators now being sieged up. Will they be in the right position? Lots of snipes being used there, and those Ultras are dead. Probably actually good to lose a few SCVs at this point, just because this is going super late and you want to have that supply for your army. These Ghosts coming out once again, sniperinoing those Ultralisks down.
That does so much damage, man, and he's really committed to the Ghosts. He's already got 10, and he's making 3 at a time still, so he really just wants to get a heavy Ghost competition to deal with the Ultras. It seems like TY has decided that is the way he is going to deal with it. He's also adding 3 more starports. 4 more, 5 more. Okay, TY, I'm sorry I called you out for only 3. 6 more. Okay, here we go.
This is maximum consumerism, man. Why have 1 starport when you can make 6? Broodlords now being morphed in the middle of the map, and more Nidus networks continuing to be put down. Oh, it's a changeling that got a vision of that. I was like, why is that Marine shooting? It's like, no, he's a traitor. And there's very creative ways, like burrowed Zerglings, changelings, and a lot of just creativity, allowing these Nidus networks to be incredibly effective.
Oh, he needs to lift that orbital. It is burning down now. It's almost like he's like, okay, whatever, you can take out my orbital.
Just die. Yeah, no repair coming in. Needs to drop a mule to repair that if he wants to keep it up.
Yes,
there we go.
There we go with 14 health.
Hero SCVs. Not all heroes wear capes, Brendan.
Yeah, sometimes they're in a full bodysuit of mechanical armor.
Well, you think about that mechanical armor and you're just like, somebody told the guy that's piloting those SCVs, hey, don't worry, you'll be totally safe. We're going to put you in this huge this mechanical suit.
He stopped repairing. Actually, that is still burning down.
The SCVs are on strike, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, shaping up for a big push into the main, but oh, it's another burrowed Zergling there in the main. That's actually so sick. That's going to allow another deep Nidus, and these Zerglings still haven't been cleaned up. Small Bioforce in the main to try to deal with them, but that might not even be enough. Okay, there are medevacs, but this force of Zerg in the middle of the map is going to be so difficult to deal with, and there's no way TY scans his main to clear out that burrowed Zergling, so Niduses are continuing to be an issue. Big drop in the Zerg main, though, and this is finally going to force Dark's hand, but so many Zerglings with that the crackling upgrade going crazy in the main. Some big bombs being thrown in
coming
there.
in here, and the Liberators are all going to be taken out. It was a nice idea to try to go for that. But look at this. I mean, it's all of his production. This needs to be saved in the main.
You don't send your 10 Ghosts to deal with that. They have to be on the map dealing pressure, but they are going to be all brought back, and Dark was successful. Haraf devastating. TY's main.
He's going to force 2 scans here if he wants to clean up all the lanes.
Well, he's not going to... okay, he might scan there. That is the world's sneakiest Zergling.
There's still a Zergling down there.
Well, there's no way you scan for that.
He's just making another Nidus. He's like, yeah, you killed my Nidus. I'm just going to make another one. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
It was just... Well, I don't know why he unburrowed that, but here come the Broodlings. Lots and lots of Broodlords, throwing those out and trying to clear out this big wall that has been erected. Good guy TY, when he builds a wall, he pays for it himself.
Yes, and you can see why TY was desperately making 8 starports. It's to deal with these Broodlords in the sky, to deal with the Vipers, and just everything that the Zerg army is in the air here. 3
units, man. Pretty good. And desperately trying to clear up this Nidus play that has been so effective at harassing TY. Finally out of there. No more burrowed Zerglings, but so much Zerg to deal with. The world's saddest Ultralisk. It's like, Mom said I could be anything, but I can't fly yet. It's like, if you guys ever saw the movie Tremors, that's what's going to happen the next time Ultralisks involved. They're going to get wings.
Oh boy.
In the sequels.
That's really scary, actually. I don't like flying bugs.
Flying Ultralisks, man, they're coming for you. You're going to wake up in the night.
Well, at least I don't fly, so that's good.
Oh,
we won't have to have an air battle. That's for sure.
Well, there is a lot of Zerg in the air, lots of Corruptors and Broodlords, but the problem is if you max out, if you build too many Vikings to try to deal with this, then Zerg will just run you over on the ground. So lots of parasitic bombs need to split against this. No splitting here from TY.
No splitting, look at how much damage that does.
Oh my god.
The entirety of his Vikings just got sniped out of the air there. Unbelievable.
All right, lots of Ravens. Here we go. Oh, this is actually going to be so sick. Is this all going to connect enough in time?
Trying to get the snipe. The Overseer comes in just in time. And all of those ghosts being killed down there on the ground.
I don't know if mass auto turrets is really the value you're looking for here. And once again, okay, finally starting to split, but those parasitic bombs have been huge.
Yeah, they really have been. This is not a situation you find yourself in too often as the Terran, so their Viking splits are not amazing. GG, Dark takes the game.
TY just built like 9 Ravens, ran them in, dropped auto turrets, and left the game. So I don't know what's up with that, but TY's going to have to figure it out as we get into game number 3 coming up. Wow, what a game 2.
Yeah, a bit of a long one. You could tell that both players are really hunkering down for the late game. They're like, okay, we gotta prepare here. But at the end of the day, TY really just did not have an answer for all the air units there, the Broodlords and the Vipers.
The Nidus play as well. We were talking about his multitasking rather. Did not have the multitasking to be able to deal with that. But props to Dark for figuring out very creative ways to make that Nidus play very effective, from changelings to a couple of burrowed Zerglings. Lots of really, really cool ways to make that strategy effective enough to win.
Yeah, so we are going to be jumping into Dusk Towers for game number 3. Dark has been laying on the hurt today. He's up 2-0, and the games do not look close, in fact. You were saying that Team Liquid had Dark predicted to win, or?
So the stat is that Dark has actually never lost to TY. So he's kind of got his number as far as that's concerned. But TY himself is actually very, very good versus Zerg players just in general. However, those Zerg players don't include guys like Dark, who's... I mean, you just watched the super sick intro to SSL. Dark's sitting in that chair because he knows what it's like to win. And it's only round of 8. You have to make it all the way through the best 8 players in the world.
Yeah, and if Dark wins this one, by the way, it's going to be a crazy round of 4 because we are going to have either stats or classic coming through. Guys, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.